Hello there, my patients, and welcome to this very spontaneous video because I got some news. I got some doctor related news, and I was totally blown away because I never thought that we are going to get something doctor related. The Castlevania DLC is coming out, or the PDB for Castlevania DLC is coming out next Tuesday, so in a few days. So we have Thursday. So I was thinking about maybe Maya's gets a buff. Maybe I didn't really imagine that other characters could, or what characters could get changed. Maybe Freddy or something, but no. And we got the developer update. So let me switch over. Let me switch over to here because we have the developer update. And of course, as you know, the devs are always doing something with some characters, perks, some changes, even on a regular chapter release. So that's also something very interesting for me personally. But okay, let's just scroll down. Dredge changes. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure my friend Gaming Athlete, I'm going to link him down in the comments below. He's going to talk about that as well. So check out his Twitch channel, his YouTube channel. But we are, of course, it's a doctor related channel. So imagine, Doctor. I can't believe it. Doctor gets a minor update. That's insane. So let us look over here. The Doctor. New. Reduced static blast cooldown to 30 seconds if no survivors are in range. So especially when you have monitor and abuse equipped, because I have currently an adept streak going on, it's actually a really nice thing. You're going to static blast the area, and if no one is screaming, your static blast has only a 30-second cooldown. That's insane. That's insane. Because sometimes it can happen, even with Calm also, especially on bigger maps like Garden also, or when you don't know, when you're newer to the Doctor and you don't really know, or newer to the game, you don't really know where the survivors are spawning in which area. Really nice addition to Doctor. Also, we have some changes. Reduced static blast cooldown to 45 seconds if the survivor is in range. It was before a whole minute. 60-second cooldown. No matter what you did, you did your static blast, and there was nothing. Or, you had always 60 seconds cooldown. Really nice change, to be honest. Also, we have some other changes. Increased movement speed while charging static blast now to 2.99 meters a second, which was previously 1.16 meters a second. I was always saying about when let's take Odd's tier list for Doctor, or in general his tier list, but we picked the Doctor part as an example. When we talked about Order, which is not really worth to run because it just Carter's note just reduced the cooldown to 5 seconds down to 55 seconds, which is not really mentionable, and also the fake palace. But yeah, also I was always saying, you're going to lose so much distance when you're going to do a static blast in the mid of a chase. But with this now, it's maybe more interesting to just do a static blast in the middle of a chase, especially in a loop, which you can basically dominate as a Doctor, as an eye wall as an example, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I'm really surprised that they're going to change the static blast. Also, adjusted static blast cooldown add-ons accordingly. So that means the Order add-ons are going to get changed. Let's see how much of a seconds they are going to take away with Order Carter's notes. I'm really, really curious what they are going to do. Sadly, and which is probably a very uncommon opinion, that range is not nerfed yet, which is sad because you can basically equip double range add-ons, high stimulus electrode plus Polish electrode, and you can camp your hooked survivor, and you don't trigger the anti-camping meter, but you can reach, or your shock is that long yet you can interrupt hooked attempts. That should not be the case. That should not be exploitable, in my opinion. But let's see what this is going to be. But also no madness changes itself. But I was mentioning that before, that madness is a tricky thing to balance. But some slight changes, but which requires more work, to be honest. Yeah, let's just read through the dev notes before I'm going to continue my thoughts. Dev note: the Doctor Static Blast can be helpful to tool for players who struggle to find survivors, but a long cooldown makes it punishing to miss. We've reduced the Static Blast cooldown slightly if a survivor is affected, and reduce it much further if nobody is in range. We have also increased its movement speed while charging Static Blast to make it feel better to use. That's a really nice addition, to be honest. I would never thought that they are going to touch the Static Blast, to be honest. I really thought they are doing something else, just like to Madness itself. Also, this is going to throw my thesis away that we can maybe try that survivors can no longer go into Madness 1 again, so Madness is having more impact. But with a 45-second cooldown on the Static Blast, Doctor is really oppressive already, especially on small maps like Gideon. Gideon is going, oh my god, Gideon. Gideon is already Doctor's best map. But controlling the madness tiers of the survivors on Gideon with that short amount of cooldown, maybe even shorter, maybe 40-second cooldown with orders, cutters, nodes. Jesus Christ, that's wild. Also, I think Deadman Switch is going to be an unnecessary, or not unnecessarily, but necessarily perk for Doctor. Absolutely necessary, because if you're going to have some really good chases as a Doctor and you know what you do, you can down survivors in between 45 seconds. That's definitely possible, especially when people do not know how to play against Doctor. Then you get the downs in that time period. And then you have the ongoing cycle all the time, because Deadman Switch has only a cooldown of 30 seconds. So it's definitely on cooldown, it's fine. But now you can do the Static Blast every 45 seconds, which is in general a very good chase for Doctor. That's insane. That is literally insane. But I'm definitely going to check that stuff out. Without a doubt, next week on the PDB, I really hope that I find the time, because private life is always a bit busy, but I really hope I will find the time to do all the testings and I can make a great video for you guys, because not only the Castlevania chapter is there, which is interesting, also it gives us 3 new perks. Maybe some are helpful, useful for Doctor, but this is insane. This is really insane, because also every 45 seconds, you can blast survivors. That also means it takes 12 seconds to get out of Madness 3 again. And you have this way more often. That means that it's going to buy you more time as Doctor, which is a great thing, because that's what Doctor does not have. Doctor doesn't have time. And this is going to buy Doctor quite some time, which is absolutely cool, not gonna lie. So yeah, a lot of talk, to be honest, for just basically a minor update, about which is probably going to have a big impact on Doctor. So I cannot wait to test it out. And yeah, if you like the video, please hit the like button. Please let me know, what do you guys think about the Doctor changes, or also the other changes, because there are some other stuff like Nemesis, a Blast Mine, Wiretap, Chemical Trap, a Mirrored Illusion, Dance With Me, Deception, Diversion, Flashbang. Prestige is no longer be showing at the beginning of lobby. Hook stages are going to be increased, which is, let's see how this is going to turn out, to be honest. Scratch marks are way more visible again. I thought that they already did something with the scratch marks. But yeah, Midwich is also going to get a change. So maybe it's going to be a better Doctor map, because many people think that Midwich is the best Doctor map, which is not the case. It is Gideon. But that's a topic for a different video, I guess. But most important is the Doctor changes right here. So yeah, I cannot wait. Leave a comment down below what you think over there. Leave a like if you like the video, and also check out my friend Gaming Athlete for great, probably the best Dredge content. So check it out, guys. And I see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Until then, and bye bye.